I'm Ryan Trainer Steven.
Focus on it, Sean.
And we want to be your Potown heroes, your source for all your budget Pokemon needs. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Potown Heroes, your source for all your budget Pokemon needs. I'm Ryan Trainer Steven.
Focus on it, Sean.
And today, actually this week, we decided we're going to do something a little bit special. And since the Nashville Internationals was just recently, let's take some time and kind of go over
some of the more budget-friendly decks.
Yeah, definitely the more budget-friendly versions of a lot of the placing decks. And we'll actually start things off.
Including the hypothetical 49th place deck.
Yep. So without further ado, we'll just jump right into the 49th place deck. It was posted on the Verbank shortly after we built it, tested it, and it's a deck. So we'll just jump right in. Oh, we got advantage. Okay.
Now watch, we get the one match it actually works against.
Of course. But it did take 49, so it obviously did do well. Would you like to go first? Yes, we'll go first.
Well, I could dream about any deck getting to Worlds, but will it actually get there? Probably not.
Ooh. Let's go.
Let's start with Mesprit.
Yeah, let's do a Mesprit lead.
Oh, shut up.
Calm down, timer. Alright, so we'll go Mesprit lead, Froakie, and execute. Done. So Psychic Metal, probably Necrozma.
The Necrozma, we're probably going to be seeing one of the starter decks. We'll see which one. That one featuring Solgaleo?
Maybe. Alright, so what you doing, sir? There we go.
Where's your timer? Dialga. Metagross.
Pretty interesting. Well, let's turn off items. Let's get energy loaded on the Mesprit. And just end the turn.
First deck, we're up against Metagross.
Yeah.
To be fair, this is one of the few decks I was kind of trying to figure out how I actually defeated it without any sort of fire Pokemon in the deck at all. Unless their opponent's bricked.
Well, it's energy onto Executor. Well, energy onto Mesprit.
And hit it for measly nothing.
Hit it for nothing.
Because without Azelf, you can't touch it. Without Uxie, you can't hit it hard enough to break the resistance.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I saw the list of this deck, and we were hypothetically thinking it probably didn't make it that far.
No.
Because we were thinking, everybody saw this, a lot of people saw this on a flash on, like, Verbank. And I was trying to figure out how it got past decks like Tapu Bulu and Dustmane and even Metagross that don't rely a whole lot on special energy.
Yeah. So, in case you can't tell, this deck was actually proven to be fake, I think that the very next day. Because he was saying it took 49th, and then the next day it was proven to be false. We decided, you know what? We'll build it just because. Because what's the worst thing that happens? We lose? Oh no, obviously you haven't seen the channel. Let's go water onto Froakie.
Try to slap a dragon.
And do nothing.
Yeah. I saw where even if it were hypothetical, I saw where the deck was trying to go. I was just trying to figure out how it can get there. I mean, it looked like it was trying to counter everything. But when you try to counter everything, you miss out on gameplay. So
yeah, because right now, I don't even think this deck would have took 400th place.
To be fair, this deck would have been round 1 and would have been determined then.
Pretty much.
It would have probably done well against anything running double colorless and relying on special energy like strong energy. Just move the energy, it fizzles off the field.
But even then, yeah.
After that, it pretty much doesn't move enough energy in time.
Even then.
And to be fair, they're using Executor. Why aren't they using 5 basic energy? At the minimum. They're using Dedenne.
Splash for 10.
Dedenne with no lightning energy in the lightning Pokemon in the deck.
Hey, at least we probably did something that this deck never could. We did 10 damage. even though we're about to get steamrolled pretty quickly.
By their setup Pokemon, not the main attacker.
Although, if we do end up getting a fairy energy
and a lightning energy,
or
a lightning Pokemon, we can actually do some damage on a Daga. Oh wait, that looks like the metal type.
This is the metal type.
Oops.
But
that with the dragon?
But this is weak to fairy.
Even if we had lightning, we're missing it by and a choice band. We're missing by 10 damage. And to be fair, we won't have choice band.
Well, 30, 60, 120,
but
30, 40.
Potown made some flares to this deck, and we're thinking they might work better in terms of...
No, even if we had a choice band, we'd be 10 short.
In the terms of countering everything, I think we did pretty good with the stuff we made out of this. I think out of everything, I think we kept one thing the same. But we'll let them figure out which one it is.
Yeah. Wow. This
Executor can't do.
This thing bricks Pokemon. It bricks energy. It bricks hand refresh. It just bricks all around.
To be fair, I saw how many Pokemon was in it. It was like, what, 26 or something like that?
Roughly.
Yeah. I haven't seen deck counts that much since when you started out playing against your brother.
So let's see. There's the knockout there, followed by the turn 2, which is the knockout on Dedenne.
Yeah.
Well played. You have a good deck. Smiley face.
He's laughing while he's about to leave.
So, in case you can't tell,
he's going for the big shebang.
So, what's 5?
6 energy.
What's 6 times 8?
480.
So, this is going to do...
Plus the 10 it starts with.
So, 490.
420 it starts with. 500.
500. Yeah. Yay. Yeah. No.
I don't think...
No. See... Let's
only thing this deck had going again for it was hitting strong energy. That's it.
Yeah,
But then you had to draw you had to mess around with the strong energy.
Yeah, there were already kind of some red flags that this deck didn't actually do well, considering the fact
Dedenne without a lightning Pokemon.
Dedenne without lightning Pokemon. You had Florgrass
without psychic energy in the deck. Period. There is no psychic energy in this deck.
No Azelf to get rid of resistance. Not enough basic energy
to even run Executor at its finest.
The Xerneas is good, but there's only
Greninja
4 fairy energy. And if you use it anywhere else, you're pretty much SOL. You had the Buzzwole, but only 2 fighting energy. I mean, this pretty much just looks like this guy ended up opening a box of Forbidden Light, threw everything he grabbed there, and called it a deck.
Threw it up on Verbing to see how many people he can hook on clickbait.
Yeah, a 4-3-1 line of Greninja. I mean,
to be fair, it would be nice, but I think one more Greninja probably would have been better.
Yeah, so what we end up doing is we end up looking at this deck, and we saw the potential. So we both kind of challenged ourselves to take a moment.
The Pokemon we added to it isn't there. I thought it was. One of my decks is, but one of the decks I kept Executor, which is probably the best part of the entire deck.
Yeah. And I think I kept the Xerneas because I saw that they were going for damage, and I figured I would refine it a little bit more. But so what we're gonna do is actually
try to fix it.
We're gonna break our normal thing and actually go into our own versions of the deck.
Yes,
like a more refined, thought out version of what this deck could have been.
We're gonna go with Steven's build real quick.
Yep. So we'll jump in with my build.
Steven's would be what we would consider more passive when it comes to damage output. My
version of the deck is definitely more. I could definitely see that they were using the Greninja to try to stack on damage counters. You would have the Xerneas to do even more damage. Would you like to go first? Yes. So I pretty much built it all around damage spread. And I will admit it's a bit janky, but it's still a little bit more refined.
You know the hilarious thing is, coming back from a 5-3
that is
opponent winning at this time type of game, and you still end up becoming victor.
Okay, this is actually like
a good turn one. Now we need a draw support. Top deck Cynthia would be amazing.
Top deck Cynthia would be amazing. Although now I wish I was going second.
Rotom box! Yay! We gotta try. That's not exactly fair.
I went first.
To be fair, you can sweep twice with Coco, hit with Weavon, sweep the game.
Like that's
everything carries an ability.
Especially if he's not.
I hope he's running Muck to shut him off. Oops. How much you want to bet he doesn't? Hey, ever trusty Guzma?
Well, why would you run a Muck to shut off an ability that allows him to attack for free? I mean, really think about that.
You got a point there. I was thinking hypothetically. Oh.
Chandelure?
So what do you think we're Guzmaing? The Chandelure for your treat, so you don't have to hit the bursting balloon.
Well, I'm just gonna do 20 everything. I don't mind him getting hurt.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it does take Rotom a little bit of time
to set up.
But once it's set up, it's hard to fight its steamrolling abilities. He's using all of them. He's using Chandelure and Rotom Box.
Right.
The Chandelure where you can look at the top two and mill one.
And I think that's the
Do you look at the mill one? Yeah.
Let's Guzma up.
That one.
Bring up Weavile.
Rule of Evil.
Hey, got one.
As I said, if we got enough of them, I just sweep tries the Coco and they go, oh, hit them all at once.
Except I will admit, this is not what the main attacker is supposed to be. But when going up against Rotom,
it is in the deck for that purpose.
And there's the scoop. You know what? I know.
You want one more quick match to see if
it
showcases a little better.
Yeah, because that was barely 2 turns.
Because I know your list is more passive. Mine is more straightforward, aggressive.
Yeah, I should not be able to win turn 2.
Well, if people who are familiar with the video game lore, Necrozma isn't exactly the nice Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that's right. You took the more offensive route, while I took more setup.
Well, you saw the video game. It was kind of dark for a bit. Well, Necrozma was.
Yeah, easily. All right, so let's see what we got this time around.
We find out he doesn't play nice. So, well.
Yeah. Alright, so what are we going to do? First or second?
Sure.
Go first.
I guess Arnius lead. Not a bad lead. Begin chart sniping out, putting pressure.
Yeah, actually.
Where you want it.
That's pretty much exactly what I'm thinking.
If they get too carried away with their damage spread, you just give it back. The only problem I've seen with Xerneas is that there is a Pokemon in the format that does almost the same thing before double colorless. Drifloon.
Yeah.
But
even
fair, you don't have a choice of where you put it. You just put it all in the defending Pokemon.
Well, you do the same thing with Xerneas, except you do all energy instead of just 4 from each.
Is he doing the metal round? Is he doing the metal version? Look at Ultra Growth. Is he doing the metal? The metal box. Oh, just second. Oh, he's just probably in there for extra.
Well, because of the fact a lot of people know with Necrozma deal with the metal energy. At least with this, you can attach a metal energy, so therefore you're not really losing it.
I guess Registeel was too slow, or once it's out there, it can retreat.
I think that's why they're doing it. 1 energy, you get to attach a steel to your Pokemon any way you like. So you can load up Solgaleo.
And of course, if you run out of Necrozmas, you can have another target to put them all.
Exactly.
And it does. It's not exactly lightweight in terms of damage. Just 4 metal energies is kind of hard to get without rain.
Although 40 and 20. Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think I'm glad it was psychic only because Necrozma, if it could be paired with Magnezone, it'd probably be a little broken.
Yeah, I'm glad they kind of split the energy cost.
Oh, in terms of the fact that they didn't attach psychic for turn, play the metal. You basically have a GX version of Dugtrio at that point.
So let's go.
I mean, to be fair, we have weakness on him.
Fairy energy. Let's go Crushing Hammer.
Oh, good.
Oh wow, it worked. That's a rare occasion on the show.
Hit the two targets. Yep. And next turn we want to finish it off because we're swinging for 240 on a weakness. To be fair, we need to get a basic, so then just say Solgaleo can't just load up energy and finish us off. Because it can just slap us. You can always get the knockout on its own. Without help. Let's just go for the kill.
Okay,
When you try to showcase it, it doesn't showcase itself. We got a basic, so we're not completely screwed out of...
Got the basic, but I was hoping for the stadium as well.
Unfortunately.
Because this thing is quite it's quite the hero.
You know, there is another Pokemon that kind of plays in this damage spread playing style. Hypno. Kind of been forgotten. Double colorless energy. Does 20 plus 10 damage for each damage counter already on that Pokemon. When it first came out, I was playing it a bit, and it I ran it with the Crobat, the new Crobat when it came out.
Oh, here we go.
Did pretty well for a while.
All right, now we can now get going. Let's go Sneasel.
And then a Oranguru for the other one.
Yep. Oranguru.
I think right now Oranguru is our more consistent meta version card we have. Other than obvious supporters, but supporters are supporters. Overrun. Or do you want to actually make sure we can get the knockouts?
I want to make sure we can get the knockouts right now.
Yeah, then you can put in range and then knock. Use overrun next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless where it goes.
Yeah, because then I can go 2020, 2020.
So, evolve Cynthia and hope, or do you want to Cynthia and hope you just draw another?
Unless he's going to retreat with the Mimikyu. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, he's like, no, not playing with that. Well, because Malamars are susceptible to Weavile.
The Prism Star roll is not considered an ability, is it?
No. Well, the Prism Star thing.
Yes.
The Prism Star thing is the ability, and it's the once it's knocked out, it's gone.
So I just put out Potown. Whenever you play Pokemon, they put 3 damage counters on.
Yeah.
Gramble.
Yeah.
50, and if there's any damage counters on it, it does 80 more.
So,
boop.
To be fair, well, 3 Cynthia. You use Oranguru later. And because if we have energy and Weavile, we can start putting that closer too. Get rid of them. Oh. So I can't retreat. Sneasel. And unfortunately we're dead now. We were hoping to draw the Weavile out of that. So the deck running 2-2 or 3-2?
This is running a 2-2 line.
Okay.
We'll do a deck breakdown right afterwards.
Okay.
Except we won't do our full detailed list like we normally do. We'll just kind of show you like what a lot of the key ideas to the deck were. Let's go. Nespo. There is another Oranguru.
That or Coco. And then Guzma up the... You just make sure we never hit Mimikyu so it doesn't have access to the extra damage off the fight back.
And boop.
3, 2. And you never get to really showcase the point of the deck.
Twice I didn't get a chance to show up. Well, I'm partially there.
To be fair, I think Gramble is like a perfect thing with Diantha. Because it does put itself with lower hit points, so it's more susceptible to be knocked out, but it hits so hard, you can't ignore it.
Although...
And to be fair, what does Diantha do? And if Fairy Poke is knocked out, you get 2 cards out of your discard.
Although, do you remember what we did last season? Incineroar. Or the Profane Punch does more damage if a Pokemon has damage counters on it.
You think Gramble and that makes a Diantha and Flint?
Honestly, I'm almost...
And maybe taking a single Reshiram just for the GX attack?
I think we could find a way to make it work. Especially with Spray.
Darmanitan. Wish would tell him Darmanitan. Put the energy to itself.
See, this is why we work together. So, yeah, this is pretty much... Let's see.
Yeah, as you'll probably see that deck closer when Dragon Storm starts coming out. Be one of our first decks on the Oh, you got rid of it. We got rid of it our last main attacker, and then all would have been left was Savali coming up, and then.
But we would have been able to deal with it. So yeah, so let's just do a quick.
Ladder stuff. Stop.
We want you, Hala, but we honestly don't care. So this is my basic breakdown of the list. Mostly focusing. Obviously, the Xerneas seemed to be like one of the key attackers that were focusing on the fairy energy.
To be fair, it's a limited version of Coco, but it has 70 more hit points. It's a bit higher of a Pokemon to be knocked out.
But even then, you just start stacking damage with Overrun. The Aurora Horns if you get it, but you're mostly trying to hold back to use the Sanctuary.
And to be fair, Fairy Pokemon kind of have I guess Pulse, Rotates, and Puzzle at a time in their deck, Diantha.
Right. But I think the cool part about this deck is the fact that it can go from a more defensive damage spread option with the Tapu Koko to spread 20 onto everything. And the Tapu Lele, which can either do 20 times the number of energy attached or move damage counters any way you like. So 20 and 20. 20 to everything.
And to be fair,
60 to everything is with abilities, especially now with Oranguru, Glaceon, Zoroark, Savali. I mean...
Yes. Malamar.
I mean, it's pretty much fair, 60...
If you could hit for a weakness, you can hit... you can two-shot Dawnwings, too.
Yeah. So, the Weavile, it's more a very aggressive version of a Koko. Where Koko can hit...
And since your only abilities in the deck are Oranguru?
Exactly. So, Koko will do more consistent damage overall, but if you're going up against the heavy GXs, especially like Glaceon, Ninetales, Leafeon, this is going to be the nice backup option. And then run Lele, mostly for the magical swap to move damage counters. We run 2 Diantha just so we can, if Xerneas gets knocked out or Lele gets knocked out, we can put it in. And we also run Gramble for a more offensive option.
And it kind of plays into being able to use Diantha because with the 30 damage it would take from Po-Town, puts itself in range of knockout, but it hits hard enough where you can't just ignore it.
Exactly. It's still 130
with the damage counter.
Yeah, it's still 130, 150 with
160 with
160 with the choice band. Which why didn't I not put one in?
Because they're two-shotting everything anyways, and Po-Town softens everything up. Po-Town is your choice band.
Yeah, Po-Town, Xerneas, Koko. Yeah,
and your only evolving things want to take damage, except for Weavile, of course. But Weavile is there as a free trigger, and it goes, oh, you have a lot of abilities on field. Let's help you out.
Yeah, so this is a deck that can go damage spread or offensive. It really is kind of versatile. Again, skeleton build. If you guys can build it better, please, I insist, let us know in the comments what changes you would make to the deck.
Oh, so far we played around with the card number.
Oh, yeah, I accidentally clicked out of Coco. But, and then I think at this point, we're gonna just do a quick pause, let you take over and show your version of the list. So we'll be right back.
Welcome back. We're going to go right into a match with one shot.
So this is your version of that same deck.
It's a little bit more aggressive. It has that little bit of passive, but it has the aggressiveness that it needs.
Yeah,
and people tend to ignore that Lele. That Lele is the key of the deck.
It is.
If not, put things in range for Koga to go, oh, cute, knockout.
Although I kept Xerneas so that we can have for the damage spread and the damage heal and just the brute force. What did you keep from that deck, or what's your thought process through the deck?
I made it. It kept it fairy type.
You just kept a fairy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made it a more. To be fair, out of that deck, I made like 3 decks. This is one of them.
Okay. And this is the more consistent out of them?
This is just the one I had all the pieces first.
Alright, so let's see.
We do have a little bit of resistance, so for a while we'll have. Good thing it's random card.
Yeah, very good thing it was a random card. Good thing it wasn't Cynthia.
Yeah.
So now, let's see. Didn't we just play this deck?
We might have, actually.
No,
but we're playing more of the other version. Well, let's see if we can catch up. Okay. We need more cards. I want to hope try to get double colors too. Well, I guess not. We've heard this can be kind of bad. But good thing Sylveon's a really good Pokemon.
It really is. Especially with a Coco lead, you definitely can't ask for...
And I kind of hold Type of Layla as a hide, and I do usually want to take a few prizes down because it opens up another card called Counter Energy. But for right now, I'm going to grab that just so I can hit numbers. Just in case it has to fight itself. Oh, and I added my own little flare.
Alright, well, we are on a time limit. We can break down the deck list later.
Oh, yeah. But it's so cool. It's so cool. Since they're running a lot of abilities, let's get that out. And we'll hold that. That's what I'm Ninja Boying to from a Coco.
Makes sense.
So I have our Cynthia.
I would almost grab like another supporter, either a Sophocles or Cynthia.
Is that done?
Set up your turn 2 draw. Yeah, because then with Coco, DCE, you would literally just need to attach 1 energy before you Ninja Boyed, right?
Mm-hmm. And to be fair, I kind of want to put pressure. I want them to actually hit Sylveon. I want to be in a prize deficit. Because then counter energy works. To be fair, I haven't fit the counter catchers in here yet, but I want to fit them in here. The deck runs with a 60 card deck syndrome.
Now the thing is we don't want to let them load up on energy.
So I grab this. I'm hitting everything. The whole point of the deck is to be able to. There are no targets it can't hit.
Well, the only thing you wouldn't be hitting would be the Coco, right? Or not the Coco, the Necrozma. The Solgaleo thing that's there.
Yes.
Okay, so what do we got?
Single fairy energy. I'll use it if I need to. To be fair, we're not at a prize deficit, so he's not losing on prize count, so we'll be safe for that one.
Probably energy. And then regular fairy. That way, either
we'll force an end play if he's playing it. I'm waiting for him to just fan out the Metagross. Oh, there's another target. Once it evolves.
There's a couple targets.
There's 3. This game will play a long game. It's trying to survive, and against Necroza it's hard to try to do so because it hits so hard. But everything goes right, we shouldn't have a problem. He's in top deck mode. He has no energy.
But of course,
well, except that one.
Yeah.
You only do 1 at a time.
Even with weakness, no knockout. I'm actually kind of...
It's just the Claw Slash.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, we'll make a target. That's fine. I don't care about having damage on that at this time. So this will apply extra to defending if it has an ability.
Wait, what? I thought it doesn't apply weakness of resistance.
No, but it can add damage if, say, the defending Pokemon has an ability. It'll add the 30 if it's an EX or GX.
Because I thought with placing damage counters, stuff like
well, I need to start hitting the field.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, now this also puts pressure. Is like, does he really want to evolve these?
Yeah.
Because if he starts evolving, this starts adding to the damage. Well, there goes Sylveon.
Now it does make me wonder if we had done the
This deck could run Glaceon too, but it still runs the same problem.
Yeah, the Florges wouldn't help. The Dedenne might be a potentially...
Yeah, the Dedenne was in here originally. I just went more for a...
I just would assume that the number, or when it really hit the numbers all that well. I go Hotan Nest.
Yeah, it's probably the only target I could really hit. I got the Coco, but he'll be knocking out this Coco. See if it showcases itself just right.
But even then, all we're trying to do is stack the damage. Even then, 50, 50, 20. Could at least get 2 of them? If
how many
not...
DCs have I gone through? Only one?
Only one.
2. And there's 4, so...
So let's see.
There's a lot of abilities on their field. Or will be.
Yeah, because Metagross has the ability. I think that
this will probably have the ability eventually. This will have the ability eventually. So will this.
So
that Tapu Lily is going to hit for a lot eventually. I'm probably not going to put out the Sylveon now because I don't want to put him too far ahead.
Right. I would Energy Lele. Well, yeah. I mean, you were always trying to get the DCE to spread. Ouch.
And he's being careful what he plays because then this is only hitting that. Well, and that. He's playing careful which abilities he plays down. And I know he still has the Octillery in hand, so there's another 30.
How many Potown?
At least 2.
Well, so far you got 2 in the discard, so...
I only have 1 Prizer, so I need double colorless and I need the counter now. Once I get the count, there goes another 30. Oh, there goes another. There's another target. Now if they get the Magnezone,
about to find out.
I want them to hit Magnezone. Kinda, because Magnezone will actually give me more. Those 2 will give me more damage put on the field. To be fair, even I can knock out the Necrozma anytime, so long as I get the energy. And to be fair, I'm actually knocking you out with Lele also. But I need the counter energy this turn. Or within the next turn or 2.
Comes down to Judge.
Yeah, literally. I saw another metal energy go in there, so bye-bye, Eevee. And he's just going to use the Claw Slash. Why waste energy?
Exactly.
Cute. Cool. Got rid of my only ability off the field, so I didn't have to hit it myself.
Yeah, I would get rid of the stadium.
Any other tools? Oh.
Nope.
Yeah, he'll have a smaller hand, even though he can have access to it.
Wow. Do you run a Rangaroo? If not, you should.
I don't think I did because of Weavile.
Ah.
I didn't want to have too many abilities that's hitting. Well, this will be it. I think I have enough damage on the field to take at least 2 knockouts. And if top deck's energy, I should be able to get all. I should be able to take out these 2, at least 1 Metagross, and I should be able to take 5 prizes.
Oh yeah, easily.
I probably won't get the game, but I'll get 5 prizes. There are a lot of knockouts lately after just being pissed off. Unless they literally Guzma it up.
But the question...
Where's Magnezone? Because Magnezone, actually, if he put down Magnezone, I would have had enough damage to counter, hit everything.
Alright.
Lily, do not fail me now, because all I can do is take out Necrozma. And then you're losing to Metagross.
Lovely.
Yay! And I don't have time to really play around, so...
At least, well, yeah. Wait, why didn't you grab...
It's already over. He has 1 prize left, and all I can do is take out the Necrozma. So I'm showing him that I had no energy. I had the energy to get 5 prizes. I could have actually probably taken that out too. I could have just taken those out.
Say woo, that was close. And then Psywave, at least get 2 prizes. Knowing our luck, energy.
Kuzma. Yeah. Came down to not having an energy. My energy I could have gotten the game. Because I could have knocked that out, these out in one go.
You know what? I got 2 matches. You get a second match in.
Sure.
That's only fair.
So, yeah, not having the energy. Energy shot. Doesn't help. I think it did really well, though. Went down to last prize. I could have actually taken all 6 prizes.
Oh, yeah, easily.
With 1 more energy. Yeah, tally up how much damage is on there. See if it was enough to take out 1 Metagross, the Octillery, the Magneton, and the defending Pokemon.
You know what? Yeah. 20 packs of Forbidden Light. How much or how many knockouts would have we been able to get? Don't give them. Let them watch the video and figure it out. But 20 packs to the first person who can comment how many Pokemon we could have knocked out that turn. So yeah.
Done. Oh, early game pressure. No, nothing wrong there. Hope they don't play a whole lot of abilities.
Electric Metal.
It's Electric Metal. They tend to play a lot of abilities. Unless they're playing Raichu. Shield on. I hope. Oh, what is? Shieldon has an ability.
Yes,
I can hit it too.
Bastiodon has an ability.
Uh-huh.
Provided.
Yeah, I want to draw my extra card.
What is it? Prevent all damage.
Ooh, this could be interesting. Beast energy.
That's interesting.
Oh. They don't do anything, just scare tactic.
Let them think we're
well, because to be fair, now I can swing for 80. If I had a dark energy.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it goes up by 60, or its base becomes 60.
Its base becomes 80.
Ah.
So, Weavile. Let's check out the deck starter, shall we?
Slow down. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Since I don't know if they're playing any at this time. Just in case they don't play a whole lot of abilities.
I would grab the hammer. Deal with that beast energy. Because that adds up quick.
Yeah, you get a choice banner that's hitting for what, 80 now? Just on Sylveon alone?
Yeah, roughly.
However, there is a newer. That card is kind of interesting. They hit good numbers.
But it comes down to your opponent. It's if your opponent's running steel, it does. They're paralyzed. What was it?
Oh, that was what I was grabbing. I'm trying the double colorless. Oh well.
There it is. There's the DC.
And to be fair, they use they'll probably use the other attack because, now it's not one-shotting. You could have done it. It's not a bad Pokemon. It just it only works that turn. You know, I think they should make a Ninja Boy for non-GX Beast Pokemon, non-GX Pokemon. So for Beast Box, you can really have
switch a non-EX GX basic Pokemon for another.
So you can take like Zergatray. Let's say your opponent has 4 prizes, swap for Buzzle. Your opponent, you have 3 prizes in ring, swap it for Guzzlord.
Yeah, that would be a way to do it. So let's see, what do we got?
To be fair, the deck won't showcase enough. They don't have enough bench Pokemon for it to work.
Yeah, that is kind of a drawback. Because my entire deck was based around the Lele, and, well, I never got the Lele. But I got knockouts. I got knockouts with Pokemon I never get knockouts with.
To be fair, if they bench something that doesn't have damage, they'll just goose them up, plie them both.
Yeah.
If they're just playing basics.
Ooh, double tails on a timer ball. You know, I'm not gonna jinx it, but it feels weird having advantage. Actually winning.
Or losing.
But we are running national decks. Or decks that would have done well at nationals. And by that, we're just hoping that we're not. What's the phrase I'm looking for?
Jinxing it.
Putting our foot in our mouths.
Yeah. Now is a good time. I know now and again Rangu is nice because that last game it would have been handy.
At least just one.
And just play it when you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely need it. Let's get all Pokemon out. That don't matter.
Now, bear in mind, again, this is the 49th place deck, so we're definitely still sticking around bottom tables.
Yeah,
we're okay with that.
Well, I went off the idea of countering everything for what the deck was supposed to do, and I went with that.
Yeah,
because to be fair, it was supposed to try to counter everything. Well,
this really would be the best way to do that.
One of the things I say is that if you're trying to counter everything, your deck's gonna lose because you're gonna try to counter everything and then lose because you forgot. Now your deck can't play the way against certain matchups that it should have been able to beat.
Mm-hmm. We got a Magearna coming up. No energy though.
And to be fair, I can rest with Weavile for a while.
Yeah, because it does have an ability.
It's the only one with an ability on the field.
And a fossil.
Bastion. Yeah. Bastion's not bad. It just it falls under the fossil clause.
Which, you know, I actually am curious. Is that considered an ability? The fossil?
No, it's a effect of the effect of
the card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because technically it's an item, not a. Because now we could have done that play, but there's no point to do that play. So let's not fluff it. I'm sitting pretty well. Even Bastion on Weavile can get a 60 damage in.
So let's see. You know, I have to respect that player going out on their own terms.
Yes.
I've definitely gone out like that more than once on several games.
Yeah, the funniest part is when you can do it and it sets up a draw effect.
All right.
Well, there's the deck. The first one kind of showcased itself. Shy of an energy, it actually did well. Want to like show it up or?
Yeah. Do a quick rundown. Kind of just do a basic rundown of the deck. Don't do a full breakdown. Just more what the strat is, that kind of thing.
The whole point, I think we got it covered, was that Lele is generally your last attacker. That magical swap, after having a lot of damage counters across the field, you load them up to things that are just knock them out. And I think game one with this, it would have been able to do so with Shy of an Energy.
Oh yeah, easily.
But it didn't get the energy it needed. So Weavile, I know there's a lot of abilities in format, so it's just there to hunt those down.
Yeah, so we essentially came up with the same basic engine with Tapu Koko, the baby Koko Lele, and then the
I might take out one of the Kokos for an Oranguru, and the EVs are really the only thing you're hitting. But to be fair, they're not EVs long usually.
Yeah, same with the other deck. The only thing it's hitting is an Oranguru.
And Necroza's really there to hit that GX attack.
Oh, whoa, it would actually hit Necrozma too. But yeah,
it's really there to hit that GX attack. So all those GX Pokemon now get 100 damage additional to any damage already there.
Okay.
If it takes knockout, cool. If it doesn't, well, there's usually enough damage left over that can stack on another Pokemon.
Okay. Now
and knock one out.
Now I see where you were going with it.
The original idea of the deck was this and this. But I figure this was adding too much of a distraction. And I don't want to put my opponent having too many ways out of the deck. So Necroza comes in Ninja Boy style.
Just like Ninja Boy Tauros.
Yeah, he goes, oh, cute. You have a bunch of these. Swap. Hit them all.
Swap energy.
It dies. Yeah. Cool. I now have access to Lele sitting on the field that was sitting there the entire game. You ignored it. Game.
So we pretty much came up with the same idea, is that they were trying with the Greninja and the the Xerneas, trying for the damage spread.
Yes. And I think except for Ninja Boy, both our lists are post-rotation friendly. Ninja Boy is the only one in this deck that isn't that.
Yeah.
To be fair, I wish it would come back, but...
Or something to that effect. Yeah. But,
that's the breakdown.
So yeah, I think, let's see. So the 49th place deck, while it was bad, let's face it, it was a bad deck.
I couldn't get...
However...
When you split up the deck, it did better.
Exactly, because of the fact, even bad decks, they're trying something. There's a mechanic, there's something there. It just needed a little bit more refining, and I think...
Too busy is the term.
Exactly. We definitely mainstreamed it. We mainlined it. We focused it so it's a more coherent deck. Although you probably still could take the basic shell and build something even better out of it. But these were just our interpretations of the deck. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed the 49th place deck, and be sure to join us on our next video when we go up the ladder. Until next time. Hey guys, thank you for checking out the video. We hope you guys enjoyed it. It really is a really fun deck of a really fun list for us, and we're glad you guys could enjoy it with us. Be sure to go down and hit that subscribe button. Become a Potown hero yourself. Hit us up on PTCGO. We are Po_Town_heroes. And also be sure to check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/PotownHeroes. You guys take it easy until next time.